Philly cheese, you missed it. I can send you the details. Beginning pop, rarely ever get. Again, we're not getting those quick rips. I lost $48 on that already. Wow. Yeah. There was a lot of calling me crazy, weird, strange. Wow, this thing is as I expected. Yeah, not really super favorable here on this one. I might let Lunar go. AXTI with the higher float. It's a maybe. So far, seeing a lot cleaner action over here. I really just want this to be a nice chill day. I just know I'm at risk of just doing something absolutely crazy. 55 is the high day. Go for the break at 55 here. I sold too soon. Hauled up. It's 398. Wow. Ah. Looks like we got some resistance. I was trying to go for the break of 4. Whoa, look at this slow fill. You see that slow fill? Maybe a 2-bar pullback or a 1. This thing's getting kind of choppy as well. 2, maybe. Wow. Wow. I should have loaded to 7,000 shares. I messed up on that. Big seller. It's every time I decide to hold that it gets smoked. Every time I decide, I'm like, okay, 420. Let's see if we get 425. Drops down to 411. Yeah, the 40 million share float, I can definitely feel it in the price action. Looks like we have a topping tail here at 423. Oh, shoot. Possible short pinch here. I got to bail on that. It's getting extended up here. 5-minute chart doesn't look that good. I mean, 5-minute chart is bullish, but kind of looks like we're ready to reverse here. Taking a little bit of a loss. It's kind of holding here. I'm going to size down maybe for the break of 427, but it's looking like we're going to get a little bit of a pullback, more so pullback here. We have a decent bid there, but I don't trust it. I think that's going to just break. Ah, frick. Ah, frick. Gave back a little much. Starting to sell on the ask. Starting to get a little bit of lag, I notice. Oh. I gotta cut it. Hit that 435 a little too much. Ah, shoot. I figured. That popped up really nice. Ah, 450. It's in a little bit of a breakout here. Ah, shoot. You get hesitant to sell, then you get in trouble. It's hitting resistance. I don't like it. Five-minute top and tail up here, guys. Got to be careful. Got 47 likes already. It's a flatten, Oscar. It's a flatten all. Lunar turned out to be a dud. Mohatif definitely made the right call. Good morning, KWSC, Ramen, Robotick. Never seen him before, but glad he's here. Plato, JD, Alan, Jay, Robbie, and Mamba, and of course, Blair. So we're a tad under $4,000 already. It's a good start. Yeah, well, I guess I'm crazy, so. I hadn't thought about it. I was like, yeah, my girlfriend does call me strange. So maybe RT's onto something here. See, I knew it. I don't want to get chopped up here. Let me get down on size here a little bit. The 5-minute just don't look that great. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of it. I continually try to take the high road, but also standing my ground. I only have 450 shares. Okay, looks like buyers may be coming back in here, but I'm going to proceed slightly with caution. Oh, I kind of timed the dip, but you could tell it got bought up real quick. I think this is coming up to maybe 440. That was my opportunity to sell right there. Let's see if it continues higher. It's stuttered there, so I'm out. There's a potential that we curl back up to 485. I just don't think it's a probability just because of this. It's more of a backside look. I think we're much more likely to just be done for the day. Potentially, especially after this false breakout type deal here. All right, I'm eccentric. Okay, there you go. Oh, yeah, Philly. He totally did. Yeah, he did. Yeah. And you know, he was telling his side of his story, but he was taking a fair share, fair amount of personal attacks, which I've always steered clear from. And it's going to be really hard to continue that after yesterday. I was like, whoa, I did not see him as the kind of guy to do that or to say it like that, especially when it's like he was so open about watching my channel. I got comments on my channel still where he's literally, you know, saying, "Oh, I'm going to watch every single one of your videos." I mean, that's a direct comment, you know, and to go from that to saying, "Oh, we were just acquaintances and nothing more," and totally spun the story as if I was some weird guy that showed up in Discord and one day he just randomly decided to give me a shout out, and then, well, he's weird, but I just decided to do an interview with him, and you know, no indication of the fact of like Marcelo finding my channel a month earlier than the shout out. None of the, you know, fact that they were in my videos like every day asking questions, they were FaceTiming me, you know. And about the whole course thing, I remember about 2 months before they were to release the course, they called me up from the trader house. I was literally in the tractor making hay, and I'm trying to talk to these guys. And the conversation comes to Marcelo asking if I'm building a course, and I was honest. I was like, no, not right now. And I remember what Marcelo and them said, and Marcelo's like, "Oh yeah, neither are we. Yeah, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon." You know, and then I don't know. It was like 2 months later they unveil MMU, and then Marcelo's like dissing my Discord and talking trash, and then leaving, and you know, that's what triggered me. I mean, the guys were, you know, in my opinion, flat out lied to my face. You know, I get it. Business is business, you know, and it's like, you know, I feel revved up, ready to put together everything, because it's one thing telling your story or maybe just saying, oh, you know, yeah, we learned some things from Farmer, and yeah, maybe, you know, it contributed to some explosive success that we saw in the community back in 2022, July and August. But, and I'm speaking as if they were talking, but, you know, Farmer is just over the top, and he's just whining and complaining. You know, he could have said something like that, and it would have shut me up, you know. But there just was personal attacks, twisting of the truth, in my opinion. Let's just say I have to focus on trading right now. Okay, we got a little bit of a pop up here, a little bit of a W pattern, but it's not a very clean W. Yeah, shoot, it's coming. Yeah, shaking there. I got to be careful of a flush. Right here, that could be a flush. It's getting very kind of choppy here. You know, and I've never claimed to have taught those guys everything they know. I just felt like that was a total, and maybe it's just false information coming to him, and I can't, and I have to take that into consideration, and I cannot attack him, but I do feel that was a misrepresentation of what. This is getting choppy. I do think it's going to break through 48, but we're getting that extra chop. I'm going to size to 18. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I'm asking, not for you guys to become zealots or some martyrs or to go out like, the situation I feel has already gotten just a little bit too drama filled. But, many people have come in support and backing up what I say is in fact has got truth to it. Now, this is not something that I have a right to whine and complain about forever. And honestly, this week I was really just not even really even talking about it. I've all my girlfriend, my closest advisors, I got people that know the total situation. I got people that are in Warrior that know from the start, they know where exactly I'm coming from. And every recommendation is just to let it go. And I was on that path. But then out of the blue, not really out of the blue, but then I got wind of it yesterday. And it got me pumping again. $5 minute doesn't look so good on this. I might just take little fun trades here with the 9 share size. I'm buying high right here. Let's see if I get out with a pop. Feel as though we might get a little run here. $448 I kind of see as a possibility right here. We got that nice bid at 428, but I'm watching for a possible rejection. Seems like we're on a low float or a high float grind here. And try to hold for the 48 break. Big seller out there. I got spooked of 20,000 shares. We might crack through them. And first, we find them with a gap scanner. It's a very simple scanner that shows us the stocks that have popped up pre-market, usually on news. So if a stock goes from 50 cents to $2 because they said, they found the cure for cancer, That's going to pop up on our scanner as one of the leading gappers, most likely, if it's up 100, 200%. And what that does is a lot of volume comes into that stock. A lot of traders are watching the same stock, and we're trying to trade the volatility. And there's different ways of going about it. There's different techniques, and slight adjustments can make huge differences. So between the whole, like, oh yeah, we're not, saying one thing and doing another, between what I felt was like flat out bullying from a couple of the guys over on there. And, yeah, they try to spin it off as like, I'm so butthurt that they're super successful and that, they go to the trader house. Like, I had the opportunity to go. I didn't really want to go. That's not it, but they have their side of the story, and they should share it, and it should be backed up by some facts, but then when you started throwing in personal attacks to it too, degrading my name, and it's one thing saying like, hey, these guys over here, I have a very strong reason to believe they gained a lot from this channel or benefited greatly from this channel. I didn't teach them everything, but I have total reason to believe, and in my heart I do believe it and truly know it, that they have gained more from this channel, benefited more from this channel, more so than they are or have ever admitted. So this thing's sort of just going sideways. We could curl up here through 48. I see Sudge. I've seen this. That one got smoked. This starts to get hard in this sort of an area here. I'm watching it here. There's definitely like some movement here where if you want to get in with small size and sort of just catch these fluctuations, you could totally catch $50 here or $5 there. We just got this kind of a coil going on. Feel as though time has run out. They were borderline a little bit profitable, but not a single one of those guys had very much money. I had made already almost $500,000, and within weeks of being regular public viewers of my channel, some of them asking questions, within weeks, their P&Ls blew up. Is it just a coincidence that, you know, from within weeks and months of watching and being a regular viewer of my channel, that their P&L blew up? They were making very similar money to me. You know, I get nowadays, you know, they argue, oh, they're, you know, way better. You know, yeah, they do make more money, but it doesn't change the fact, you know, they some of them do take quite a bit of risk and it pays off, and they're good. They're good traders. At the end of the day, they're good people too. And I'm never going to say they're weird or strange, but you know, from seeing how they trade and knowing them, how active they were in my channel, it's, to me, it's not just coincidence at all. And I've never claimed to have taught them everything they know, but I do feel and know and believe in my heart that I played a major role in improving their trading tremendously. And a couple of them have, back in the day, openly admitted that. Although to get them to say that now would be like trying to walk a camel through the eye of a needle. It's impossible. So I'm not so sure about this one here. We might get a bottoming tail rip. There we go. This might give us a nice run up to 450. I don't know. We'll see. We got to see how dedicated buyers are. They don't seem super dedicated. Got to cut it right there. Wait, buyers tried there for a second. It was looking like maybe they would get it. Let's watch it again. These high floats can kind of chop around. This could be a bad flush here. Sure enough, I lost $100 right there. Actually, probably more like 150. That's too bad. Dang, bro. Taking a loss. 5 cents. 5 cents there. Let's take a gander. MRVI. What about MNRP? MNPR? Yeah, that's probably done. I don't know if I want to trade this one either. BTOG. Nope. Shug P. Maybe a dub pattern, but I don't know. That looks a little dangerous. I'm going to just go 900 here to see if we get a bottoming tail reversal. Adding there to 1800. See if we get a rip up to 5. Nope, got to cut that. That cracks me below 4,000 on the day. MNPR. Yeah, I see that. Heaven would do great on that one. He loves those prices. You bugger. I see you doing that. I want to make my money back on this one. It doesn't look so good. I had to bail on this probably for a loss. No, getting a little bit of life here. Adding there to 1800. See if we get a little bit of a rip here. Cutting that break even. Pull 20 bucks out of there. I meant PR. Okay, let's take a gander at this sucker. 5 minute. Don't like a. Well, let's see how many days of the month. If this 4K day here, I'm going to be pretty dang close. I missed this. See if we get a pop here. And it's not popping. These things are grinders. Look at that. Back up. Hmm. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Part of me is like, maybe I just go back here, try to go for a rebound trade. I'm not so sure how this one's gonna be. It's definitely one of those choppy ones that. We might get a little bit of a break here. $170's back of mine target. Trying to give it the benefit of the doubt to keep going, but it's. Look at that. So you got 2 cents of profit. I guess just take the 1 cent. Hard to do these $1 stocks. It's a little different kind of trading. AXTI, kind of like the 5 minute. I'm going to take a gander here for a possible reversal. I like the 5 minute for reversal. Nah. Slow fill there. Only 1,000 shares in. I've had some weird slow fills on this thing, and that was one of them. I'm a little bummed because I had the right idea on this. It just did not time it right. $99. I had to wait for a pullback on this one. Shoot. I keep getting stopped out, and then it keeps going. God, look at that. Just doesn't fill. I got to cut that. Starting to bleed here a little bit. When that 5 minute chart looked like a good entry, and I saw it right here at 386, that should have been the trade. 386 to 14 cents. Could have been $400. It does at 2,700. Oh my gosh. Give me a dip. I'm trying to get this to open up a little bit, but it's just not. Look at that. There we go. This could give us a little bit of a stop out for the shorts. I'm going to put target at 410. That's what I want to see. It's struggling. It's losing steam again. Oh, man. I might just have to let this one go. That is so frustrating. Oh, all for it to go right here. It's getting tough. $50,000 shares for sale up here. The 5-minute pattern kind of already happened. Lunar definitely coming back alive a little bit. There you go, KW Green Day. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Brick. Ah, I was running to look for my phone. I thought I was screwed. I thought my system froze. I thought I was screwed. Where's my phone? That reminds me, I need to have my phone. Things like seem like they froze there. Oh, my phone was here the whole time. I literally ran out to go find my phone because I thought I had just frickin'. But then I came back and it was a winning trade. This thing has grinded. Farmer, why don't you look at MRV what? MRVI? I don't trust it, but I'll go for the break a high day, potentially. I don't know. What's the float on this? This easy to borrow. I don't trade it because this is not that great. It's high float thing. Is anybody else getting delayed orders? And now the 5 minutes kind of broken on this. Lunar. I don't trust it. You are getting lag. I had a rule that it was you can't take a trade unless you believe that if you were to get stuck in that trade, that you would probably come out green. In other words, like don't buy where you think if you got, booted out for a minute that you would come back to a massive loss. I don't know if that sort of thinking really even, I don't think I even follow it. The sucker's coming down, boys. I see MRVI broke through the high day by 10 cents, reversed. Gotta cut that. What is going on here?
You're done?
Yeah. Ah, look at that. It sold at 93. Now it's at 98. Must be the money. How are we gonna feed the children? What's that? Oh, need into it.
Well, I joined.
Yeah. Cool story.
Yeah. Well, I kind of get a sandwich from the other place because I got a coffee.
I don't know. Nah. Oh, that's not even Gary who said that. Gary loves bringing that up. Who would have thought that when I said that it would... Shoot, I should be taking more share size. That's ridiculous. Up to 411. I can't take a big position now. I know this exact style of stock. No, don't buy it. That's a little frustrating. I took that loss. Oh, heavens. This is getting increasingly more sketchy. Feel like we're going to get a run up here. Break of 411 is the target. I'm going to try to hold through the chop. See, look at that. Back up. Normally I would cut it, but these high floats, you got to kind of just let them go. Let them grind. Four 11's target. Wow, that's a little scary. Potentially could get a little bit of a bigger run here. I got spooked. I probably should have held for a run to 420. I'm guessing that's possibly what's going to happen here. Sure enough. I knew it too. Shoot. Just like a little slow on this order execution. Oh. Wow, back down to 249. I keep losing. I got to be smart about what the heck I'm doing. I think if I'm patient, I will come out of this with a green trade, but this is interesting. I'm just gonna bail. That was interesting. We're coming up on an hour, and man, an hour goes by so fast. $4.35. These dang high floats, they're so annoying. I gotta cut that, I think. Sure enough, it's starting to go. This thing might be reversing. Had to cut it, break even. Frustrating. I thought we'd get a little bit of bigger rip there, but that was not to be the case. Truzo, I go through the disc. Oh, you're in there. Okay. trying to crack over to 5,000. I think we could get there. Yeah, the deal with Schwab is pretty much everything should stay the same, but possibly will run into some issues where we won't be able to trade or scalp certain stocks. And again, I had someone reach out and say they were banned, not banned, but they could not trade for 90 days because they had a unsettled funds violation because he ended up trading a stock that was non-marginable. And he said he didn't even know it. He said he didn't even know it. You know, there was no warning on Thinkorswim to say, hey, don't sit here and scalp this a bunch of times because it's non-marginable. And he said he is not able to trade for 90 days. Now that is scary. And RVSN, I do remember people saying was non-marginal, and that was a big stock this year. I think I ended up making over $10,000 on that one. And so if had I not been able to trade that, I mean, that's a serious, that's a problem. And so this is a very real issue where you could be running into at Schwab. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be okay or not. And some people say it's fine. Some people just don't understand what the risk, like, you know, what potentially could go down, which is, I mean, Schwab could put a big dent into what we have going on here, which is something very good. This is something that is very good. Um, 85 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Ended up being not such a bad day today for a Friday. There's a little higher flow options today. Was a little bit kind of a little trickier. Potentially a room rip up to